Today on The Big Picture, Fox News is the Republicans' gift that keeps on giving. Conservatives continue playing on 9/11 fears, and Media Matters clears the air over Dr. Laura's racial rant. Thanks for watching The Big Picture. I'm Brooke Obie. Our top story today, Fox News is still a political operation. They've gone beyond just helping Republicans with on-air fundraising and softball questions. Now they're actually giving them money.
In recent filings for the Republican Governors Association, they listed a big fat check from News Corporation, the parent company of both the Fox News Channel and the New York Post. $1 million.
Of course, this directly contradicts what News Corp CEO Rupert Murdoch told Media Matters just months ago.
Your network had graphics saying Fox Day Tea Parties. Is it appropriate for a news network to engage in that much politics?
No, I don't think we should be supporting the Tea Party or any other party.
Their position as a legitimate news outlet has teetered on the brink for years, and it's hard to see how this is not the final straw. Media Matters President Eric Burns spoke on Countdown about the sorry state of this supposed news outlet.
Now we have this unprecedented $1 million donation to defeat Democratic governors from the company itself. And they're really doing everything that the RNC should be doing. They just do it a lot better. The reality is this is not a news organization. Every time they say it's a news organization, it's a lie.
Late last week, President Obama weighed in on the fight over Park 51, the Islamic Cultural Center slated to be built blocks away from Ground Zero in New York. Fox News' own Frank Luntz claimed that voters were mad Obama spoke about it at all.
Barack Obama, instead of talking about jobs, what's he talking about a mosque when the public says we need jobs, we can't afford the taxes, stop wasteful spending, and he gets into these other issues.
Fox News even leveled the charge that Obama nationalized the issue, despite Fox's incessant hyping, lying, and fear-mongering over the center. These assertions are ridiculous. From at least May to this week, Fox promoted the story constantly and hosted 3 opponents for every 1 supporter of the center. And with Newt Gingrich and Sarah Palin, both paid Fox personalities, dueling over who can launch the most extreme attack, it's clear that Fox News has owned this story from the very beginning.
The era of Dr. Laura is about to end.
Ending her radio program.
Quitting her radio show.
After having used the N-word repeatedly during a tirade with an African-American caller.
She's taken a lot of heat since repeatedly using the N-word last week in a heated exchange with a caller.
Last week, we noted Dr. Laura Schlesinger's outrageous racial rant. And this week, she announced her retirement. The move came after a week of pressure from Media Matters and other groups. We persuaded several advertisers to cease sponsoring her radio show.
This group that was after you, Media Matters.
Well, that's their job in life.
They said Motel 6 stopped advertising.
This proves my point.
Netflix, OnStar, they're going to distance themselves, Advance Auto Parts.
Here's the clip that got Dr. Laura in such hot water, chastising an African-American caller about being hypersensitive to racism.
You turn on HBO, listen to a black comic, and all you hear is Nick. I don't get it. If anybody without enough melanin says it, it's a horrible thing.
She complained to Larry King about Media Matters and insisted that she was leaving the air to reclaim her First Amendment rights.
Who is this special interest group?
Well, like Media Matters and some of the other groups that have lined up to decide that I should be silenced because they disagree with my points of view. I want to regain my First Amendment rights.
Sarah Palin even backed her silly First Amendment line, urging Dr. Laura to reload, whatever that means. But if Palin or Dr. Laura had actually read the Constitution, they'd know that the right to free speech is protected from infringement by the government. What Dr. Laura experienced was just the free market doing what it does. We leave you this week with Bill O'Reilly doing what he does best, yelling at his viewers and whining about Media Matters. We're now on iTunes, so search for The Big Picture and subscribe. We'll see you next week.
More than 60% of Americans say Muslims have a right to build the mosque, and the president won't comment on the appropriateness, so how is he going against the will of the people? I'm confused. You certainly are, Bob, because you are reading the website Media Matters, and they are kooks. And Media Matters directed you to write that letter and supplied you with our email address. You have no idea what I said on the subject because you're an ideological zombie. Wise up if that's possible.